What's the biggest decision you ever had to make? What influenced your choice? Did you consider the facts, analyze the data, weigh the pros and cons, or did you just know? Gut decisions might often be seen as reckless and impulsive, but did you know that you have more neurons in your gut than you do in your nervous system? Put simply, your stomach is a second brain. So how about some food for thought? Your gut plays a key role in regulating your emotions, which influences how you interpret information and make decisions. This is why most people prefer to rely on their nervous system when it comes to making a choice. Your nervous system is made up of countless neurons that are in constant communication. These nerve cells receive data from sensory receptors, send that information to your brain for processing, and facilitate your brain's response. This three-step system sounds simple enough: receive, process, and react. But is it well equipped for the kind of world we live in today? Humans are served with roughly 5,000 ads every day. With so many things competing for our attention, how does our nervous system handle it all without getting overwhelmed? The truth is, our nervous system gets a little help from its twin brother in the gut, the enteric nervous system. While they may not be identical twins, the enteric nervous system is often referred to as your second brain, since it performs similar functions to your nervous system. Millions of neurons line your esophagus, stomach, small intestine, and colon. These include major neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine that help regulate your emotions. These neurons talk frequently with the brain, but they're powerful enough to act on their own accord, which may explain why you're suddenly craving a cheeseburger, or why you're suddenly having a bad feeling about this. But these intuitive feelings aren't just a bunch of nerve cells at work. Your gut is a microbiome and is home to 300 to 500 different kinds of bacteria that affect everything from your metabolism to your mood to your immune system. At the University of California in Los Angeles, researchers studied two of the primary groups of bacteria found in the gut that appeared to have an impact on the brain. Working with a sample of 40 healthy women, researchers found that those who had higher levels of a bacteria called Prevotella had greater connectivity between emotional and sensory brain regions, while also having a smaller and less active hippocampus. And since the hippocampus is a region of the brain that's commonly associated with emotional regulation, it explains why these women experienced extreme distress when shown negative imagery. In contrast, women who had higher levels of a bacteria called Bacteroides had more active hippocampi and stronger problem-solving and information-processing brain regions. They were better able to deal with the negative emotions they felt when seeing the same negative imagery. All this goes to show that your gut, meaning the bacteria and neurons it houses, has a direct influence on your mental state and how your brain processes information. And while it would seem to have a mind of its own, you can still have an impact on how your gut thinks. Your diet, for example, can influence the kind of bacteria that grows and prospers in your gut's microbiome, meaning that based on what you eat, you can nurture the types of bacteria that produce positive emotions like happiness and confidence. And studies have proven that increased positivity produces stronger decision-making abilities. So now that you know it's not just butterflies in your belly, how will you make your next big decision? How will you feed your gut going forward? Is it better to have a happy meal or a meal that will make you happy? We'll leave that up to you, but it's never a bad idea to think twice about what you put in your body. After all, you've got two brains. Why not use them? Want proof of a good gut decision? In the 1930s, stomach cancer was the leading cause of death in the United States. Today, it's not nearly as high, and that's because we've changed the way we eat. As refrigeration became more popular, more fresh fruits and vegetables became available, and we didn't have to eat as much salted and smoked meats. That said, a little indulgence never killed anybody either.